ever felt frustrated about something in your life and like you're meant for something more? Have you ever felt like you're trying to tackle something complex, which feels really complex and difficult to work with? I have found that one spark ignites change. Research tells us that there are countless examples of this all throughout history. The ALS Ice Bucket Challenge alone raised over $115 million for medical research in just a few months. And of course, Rosa Parks' refusal to give up her seat to a white passenger sparked the Montgomery bus boycott and a pivotal moment in the US civil rights movement. Now, I grew up in Perth, in sunny Perth, beautiful beaches, brilliant sunshine. Hands up if you like going to the beach. Yes. Great, happy memories there, except for this one time when I was 19 years old, about to leave my teens, enter the world, and I realized there was something wrong with me. I had this sickness and I didn't know what it was. So my parents, they took me to the hospital, and what the doctor found changed me. He said there was something significantly wrong with my kidneys, and if I didn't do something about that, what awaited me was death. It was a lot to take in. Now, he said I needed to do this specific kind of treatment, uncomfortable, often painful, multiple times a day. I remember going to the hospital many times every year. It got difficult. But then I remembered the words that a great man once told us, John Lennon, when he asked us to imagine a better future. So I imagined when I would recover and regain my life. And that's when I learned how a powerful vision links back to our actions and the steps we take in the present. Do you have a vision for your dream life? What does it look like? It came to a certain point, after 6 years of this, when I needed to make a decision on, it was a difficult one, the hardest one I've had to make. I remember speaking to my parents, we were arguing about what I should do, and I was sitting on my bed one night, trying to bottle my emotions up, but I failed and they came spilling out. Depression, anxiety built up over 6 years, coming in to crush me. And I'm asking myself, what am I going to do? What is the decision I'm going to make as an adult for my future? Am I going to operate and which could have complications which could ruin my life? Or am I going to continue this limbo of pain and discomfort for the rest of my life? And the decision that I made was to go into surgery. Now, to cut a long story short, I remember waking up out of a medically induced coma, seeing my family around me, seeing the sun through the windows of the hospital, and knowing that it was time for a new life. And now, having lived the life I've lived, I'm so grateful for that decision I made, that I was not going to settle for anything less than the best for myself. Have you ever had to make a poignant decision that could determine or change your life and your future? Now more than ever, it's so important in this age of uncertainty where change is happening faster than ever, and it will never be this slow again. We need to make that decision and realize that one spark ignites change. So today I'd like to share with you a 3-step process to sparking this change in your life. Step 1, imagine a future bigger than the one right now. And then step 2, rewind back to what is that first simple step. Don't overcomplicate it. What is that first simple step, that action to take towards that future? Step 3, make a decision. Are you going to decide to accept your current life, or are you going to take that action, make that step towards the future you have envisioned? Because all it takes is one decision, one spark to ignite change. Yeah.